Like this particular national festival, perhaps if they go with this suggestion, it will actually make some of these athletes outside the country to come in. The way it is done in other parts, we expected to see most of our international athletes come back home to compete in this particular festival. It will give those in Nigeria the leverage to say, I competed against this champion,
Yeah,
and I won, and I defeated this person. Perhaps it will serve as a boost.
no, it will obviously serve as a boost. Now, about 2 months ago, we held a sports summit in Delta, and we brought this guy, Cameron from Jamaica. He used to be world 400 meters champion. The guy almost wept while he was talking. Why? Because he said when he was running, they were looking up to Nigeria. The days of Innocent Bunike and all that. They were looking up to Nigeria as their big brothers in terms of sports. But today, what is happening? We are way behind. Now, for them, sports has become a big issue in Jamaica. Once in a year, in fact, he has invited us in April. Once in a year, they have their National Sports Festival, which is, for them, it's even more important than the Olympic itself. And so we must have something that we look up to, and the only way we can look up to the National Sports Festival is to leave it open. All the athletes outside will now come and take part in the festival. Right now, the only time we hear about them is when we are calling them for Olympic. Of course, by the time we start calling them for the Olympic Games, many countries are taking these guys over. Look at the last Olympics, 58 Nigerians competed for other countries. Why? Because we don't give them recognition until after 4 years. Even the ones who give the recognition, once they start going down, we forget about it. Look at Blessing. Okagbare. Blessing almost went into depression because when she missed the finals, I mean, all sorts of things were being said. Oh, Delta worry carry last. Also, I mean, nobody even paid attention to her after that. So just before when I called her, she was almost weeping because of the way she was treated by her country. So that's the kind of things that we do in this country. That
you placed a personal call to her.
Yeah, in fact,
that means you speak with some of these athletes.
Oh, I do. I spoke to her. I even had to bring her to Asaba. I have a medical background, so we had to talk between the chairman of the Sports Commission, Maju, and myself. We had to talk her before she traveled. Right now, she's in the US, and we're in constant touch with her. I don't think our athletes should be treated that way. Just for what everybody was looking up to her. Yeah, she got to the semi-finals, did very well. But in the finals, she didn't do well. And we just started treating her as if she's an outcast, which is not good.
So, but